Welcome in, welcome in. We're just getting underway, getting the show started. As soon as vehicle joins us, we'll get this thing going. What's up? How we all doing this evening? Oh, I'm gonna get a giveaway going. I think a giveaway today will be just kind of a gold foil note. I have a few random ones left. It'll just be one of the ones I pull out of my stash. Like I got a Cartman here, got a couple others. So we'll make that the giveaway. So get in there. Nice, Alpaco. Like I said, once a vehicle joins, we'll really get this thing going. In the meantime, though, start at thinking about your questions. Oh, I just got a text from him. He'll be here in just a minute. So what'd you get, Alpaco? Welcome in, welcome in. Getting the giveaway. We will be starting the educational portion in just a minute. I think tonight what we're going to do is run for a couple hours, and I think Vehicle is going to run a show at 8. So what we'll do is we will take all of your questions and answer them as best we can, and then we will raid him, and you can put your new knowledge to work. Nice. National New Yorks are fun. I got a few nationals coming. Oh, I did get some new Renzi notes too. I'm a little excited about. I might show those off tonight. Just got to let his dog out. Okay, we're almost there. Nice. Glad to hear it. No, it's funny. I just got another order that came in today, so I'm looking forward to that. I got a 20 of 20 too. I'm excited. Here, let me find it. I'll show it to you. So it's kind of cool because it was the so the Pokemon ones. I had the 1 of 20 and managed to somehow score the 20 of 22. So I was freaking stoked to see that. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Snake. Sorry, moving some stuff around here. Give me just a second. Ooh, don't fall. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, no. That'll be bucket no on the 500. Yeah, so managed to get this bad boy today. So I'm pretty excited about that one. I got 19, 12, 10, and 9. Run it. I might run it later. Ace band. We'll see. If anything, I'll definitely run it tomorrow. I'm gonna do a pop-up tomorrow, I think at like 4 or 5. Pan at Disney. How you doing? I'm gonna make you a moderator. Yeah, I know, right? Oh. Whew. Yeah, like I said, we're waiting for vehicle to come in. He just had to let his dog out. So he just texted me. He should be coming in any minute. Get in that giveaway in the meantime. Get your questions ready. If I don't catch it, one of my mods will. Like I said, we may run a couple of things here a little bit later. Get some people in here first. Get some questions going. But yeah, I definitely won't stop a auction or two. So I mean, I'll start off a little bit. I've been kind of, dabbling into some new stuff. And I don't know if some of you guys have seen this, but, I'm really big into history. So it is funny. They have a book for everything. So I found these Lucky Bucks and I thought they were cool. I've seen them graded. The graded ones go for pretty good money. And I found a couple of lots of these and then found out they actually made a book. So they got a book for everything. I got all my books together. So, I mean, you know, knowledge is power, right? Oh, so we always talk about the purple book. I mean, if you need a book for Disney dollars, they got JMP Disney. You can get a Disney dollar book. I mean, there's always the red book of the US, paper money. I mean, we got the purple book, which you guys know and love so much. And we always talk about. They have a handbook for web notes. Clay Jen, congratulations on the Gibby. I'll run another one here in a minute. Actually, I'll run one right now. Get in that Gibby. It is not, but you can find it pretty easy on, let's just say, another service. No, I wish, Scott. I just picked that one up the other day. Um, again, on the bay. So, and then I know Vehicle sells this one. Paper money errors, so you can get into the errors. There's also a red book for Southern State currency. So if you're into Southern State currency, they got a book for that. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. But here, let's show the Lucky Bucks. They actually have nice. They actually have a book on the Lucky Bucks too. Right? Maybe he can. I hope he can. So I mean, there's all different types. Should be up in the right hand corner. Just hit the should be like a giveaway button. But they got all different types. So they got different Mickey Mouse. I can't remember where I found this. I found this online somewhere. But here you can kind of screenshot it. Jane Sears, Lucky Bucks and other comic play money from Depression era newspapers 1932 to 43. Right? No, the Disney one's pretty cool. But I mean, it had like they had coins at one point. I mean, there were so many cool things that they had. So, Lucky Bucks were one of the original play monies. Inspired by E.C. Seeger's Popeye creator, invented Lucky Bucks play money. Money was scarce and children's toys were not in the family budget. So it was, I know, right, Denmark? Here, I'm going to tease you a little bit. Bam. Just for fun. It's out of my thing. It's coming with me to fun. I know you do. You'd love to hate me. Oh. Oh, we're just waiting for vehicle to come in, Denmark. He's letting his dog out. He should be joining us momentarily. I'm just kind of going through some of the newer stuff I have. Do I do anything with coins? I used to. I've kind of backed off. I sold a bunch of them over the past year, and part of me is now regretting it, seeing the price of silver. I think it was at what, like $76 the last time I checked? No, they have Hawaii coins? Oh, the Disney book. Yes, I can show it. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, eight. Ooh, nice. Here, let me. Yeah, I think there's one on Disney. This one I found on the Bay, straight from JMP Disney. I mean, it's got some good information. It's kind of a neat little price guide. Um, I mean, it does show ironically, it shows the Lucky Bucks in there too. So it's got a price for the Lucky Bucks, which I thought was neat. And then the Mickey Mouse department store stamped ones. I know, right? So they even have the Euro ones. I think I just saw it. Yeah, right there's the Euro ones. Really good book. So, I mean, not only am I a collector of notes, I'm a collector of books, and apparently I have a lot of reading I need to do. Yeah, no, it's kind of interesting. I haven't even flipped through all these yet either. I know I got a few. It's like a few different types. I know I got a bunch that I'm getting ready to list. I just hadn't had a moment to price them out, but I have them set aside. But these are pretty cool. Like I said, so the what I've read about these this play money is that basically this was back during the depression when they didn't have money for there he is. We're going to get him co-hosting.
Holy smokes.
There he is. Oh, look at that one.
I hope everybody's doing well today. Merry Christmas to those that I haven't said Merry Christmas to yet.
Ah.
It's gonna get big in here quick, y'all. Are, are you gonna run those, Fezzy?
No, I was just showing him off. Just kind of
Those like Lucky Bucks
yeah, I was showing him the different
from
books I got. So I was showing him that I found
guys.
a
No,
they actually
so I
have
looked those up. I
a
looked
Lucky
those
Bucks
up.
book, dude.
They're from the Depression, aren't they?
Yeah, so I read a little bit more
Yeah,
about it, and they're basically this was back when they didn't have money for gifts, so they started printing these on the back of comics.
yeah.
So kids would cut them out and collect them, and that's kind of how this was kind of like a free kind of toy for children.
That's
But
cool as hell, man.
yeah, I got a stack of them. Here, I'll
You
show
want
the
to?
others. I
Yeah, you
mean,
want to see them, Joe?
I haven't even
Here, I gotta
processed them
bring
all
my
yet.
camera down here. See?
So those were from the Great Depression?
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
they're going to
So
be 100 years
kids
old
during
here in a couple of
yeah,
months or in a couple of years.
the kids during the Great Depression didn't they really didn't have no money to spend, so they would collect those and they play with those, you know.
But
Yeah, no,
what even is the Great Depression?
The Great Depression, what it started in 1929 there, Fezzy?
yeah, I think it started 29 and it went on into the well, basically till World War II. World War
Yeah,
II is what got us out of the Great Depression.
yeah. So because we started building weapons for the other countries, right?
So when was World War II?
World War II was 19. Well, for us, it was 1940 to 1945, something like that.
Right,
Oh, so it lasted for 20 years?
Yeah. Guess I better turn my light on, eh, Fezzy?
right.
Well, I was
Uh,
running late, you guys, because I had to go get dinner for Lena and the kids. So and then I get back and of course my dog got to go out, and so yeah, definitely running late.
so Armadillo
You
sent me
guys
a
got any questions?
Armadillo sent me a question about modern day coins. Are they worth keeping and setting aside? Like
I
I think
think
it's what was
I
it, the
think that's
dollars,
Fezzy.
Armadillo? Am I? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, he was asking about like modern day coins. Are they worth keeping?
Uh well, well, my suggestion about coins is to ask maybe a coin dealer. But the things that I have collected have been like silver eagles, because especially specialized silver eagles, the ones that I don't end up selling. I of course I've sold some, but that being said, reverse proofs, anything reverse proof, um, um, I don't know, I don't know, like. I don't know what else I got in there that's actually collected. Morgan silver dollars. I collect Morgan silver dollars too. But
Yeah, I'll be honest with you.
um,
If it doesn't have precious metal in it, I really don't hang on to them. I don't see the value, but that's just me personally as a collector. It doesn't mean that my way is better or worse than anyone else's way. So it just kind of depends.
well,
But if you're going to get A modern day
How many
coin, I would suggest a high grade.
how many modern 2025 pennies do you have, Fezzy? How many rolls?
0.
You have 0 rolls. I have 6 rolls for the kids. So, and that's one of those things where I just threw them in the safe, and I'm gonna just
Oh,
kind
that's
of let
fine.
them do
I'll
what they
go.
do.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Here and this is what I'm basing it off of. So when Canada got rid of their penny, no one cared. I mean, it didn't shoot the price of the penny up in Canada any. So I honestly that and again, this is me personally. I don't think I mean, unless you got one of the Omega pennies, one of the 5 Omega pennies from 2025, I I just don't think they're worth it. But that's again my opinion. I could be totally wrong and they might be worth hundreds of dollars later on, but that's me.
Yeah, well, I think what's going to end up happening is, maybe they like I would like, how they released those what was it, the West Point quarters
Yep.
into circulation. They should have did the same thing with the pennies, dude. They should
I
have
agree.
sent
They
in
should have
like
did
a
it with the
million.
Omegas. Yeah.
Yeah, like a million pennies, or did they even mint a million pennies this year?
I don't know if they did or not. I know they just announced the last one where they, like I said, the last 5 had the Omega. Yeah, they put a little Omega sign on the, and I don't have a penny handy, but they put an Omega on the penny. The last 5 pennies printed in both Philly and Denver, they put an Omega on there, the Omega symbol.
Oh, so there's 10 pennies.
I
What
think
about what about
so.
the what about the proof ones?
I don't think they're doing the proof,
No.
but I mean, what I'm really hoping for, honestly, with the pennies, so anything pre 82 is like 90% copper, right?
Yeah.
But you cannot melt those. It's against the law because they were worried about people taking the copper out. That is what I'm waiting for them to release. I've got buckets of pre 82 pennies that I'm ready to get rid of because they're worth like 5 or 6 cents a piece.
Yeah. Well, I would say that there's people out there melting pennies.
Oh, I'm sure there
I,
are.
so
So it's 17.
there's just way too many copper rounds floating around for them to not be melting pennies.
Right,
And how else do you get copper to be profitable if you're not melting pennies? I don't know how you do that.
right. No, I just think it's I don't know. There's it's funny how it works. It's like part of me was like, I really don't care if they kill the penny. Yeah, and auction about. Oh yeah, one went for like 15 million or something ridiculous. Steady smoking. I can't remember. It was huge.
Wow.
Yeah, they did a freaking auction and it went nuts. Oh, who's gonna win the Gibby? Zach
Zach.
Forsett. Congratulations. It's a gold foil today. I got some extra gold foils running around.
I don't know what this is, but I'm thinking that needs to be refrigerated.
So,
Probably.
I mean, like I said, with the $1 coins, Armadillo, I mean, there's a few sellers on here.
Do we have sugar?
Which $1 coins though? Which $1 coins? Because if you're trying to keep circulated presidential dollars, they're never gonna in your lifetime. They're never gonna be rare enough to be able to sell them for a profit, right? Now, if they're 70s, if they're like proof 70s,
You're welcome.
or they are uh it like the 69s should all be snapped out of the holders and threw back into circulation and flush your $15 down the drain, right? But the 70s should be kept in the holders. Anything graded NGC or PCGS, if it's a 70, you should keep it in the holder. If it's a dollar coin, that's presidential, right? Gold toned ones, presidential and executive.
Tech.
So those particular coins, if they're circulated, um, you probably should just spend them. And this is coming from a paper guy, so like, um, you know, I've went to coin shows and bought the graded $1 coins for, I don't know, 3 times face. You know, they're graded already. Run the funny bag. What funny bag? You got a funny bag on there?
No, I mean this one is a battleship.
It's not very funny.
Yeah, it's funny, man.
Yeah,
Um,
armadillo, just, they're nice when you're starting out and collecting, dude. Look, and you're filling books and stuff. That stuff's all nice, okay. But when you're collecting for your future, and me and Fezzy say it all the time. We are making oh my goodness, and we're these are investment grade notes, or these are investment grade coins. That is the key difference between like uh um something that's circulated as opposed to something that is collectible, right? Circulated coins, unless you find them in mint rolls, they're not valuable right now. In 100 years, are they going to be valuable? Probably, but we're never going to live to see that. Now, if you want to throw it in your safe, and but what ends up happening is you got all this junk that's sitting in your safe that's not worth anything but face value, and you could take that face value and buy something that is worth something, right? Does that make sense?
yeah,
um so like, for me, I would never recommend my kids to collect dollar coins, you know what I mean? um but Kennedy, she collects Kennedy half dollars. It's her name, Kennedy, right? And but she's already filled her book, so her limit is done, right? And the only thing that happens is, once a year, once every few years, I wait a few years, and I'll go buy like 2 3 years of mint sets, and I'll put I'll rip the Kennedys out and throw the rest in change. You know what I mean? It's unfortunately that's what it is.
yeah.
But
So it is kind of funny. There is a story behind the $1 coin. So when they re-released the Sacagawea, it came with a big campaign to try to get people to use the coins because the coins obviously last longer than the dollars, right? Well,
exactly.
Canada, again, I'm going to point back to Canada. Canada did the same thing with the loonie and the toonie, their $1 and their $2 coin. The difference is Canada got rid of the $1 and the $2 bill. So they forced everyone to go to coins. We did not do that. And therefore, nobody wanted a pocket full of change. So everyone was like, why would I want a pocket full of dollar coins when I can have 5 bills in my hand? Why would I want 5 coins weighing down my pocket? That's why it
Right.
died. That's why you don't see those as popular as they are, and they get some but they also made everyone like change up vending machines and all this other stuff too. So it was a big production for almost nothing. If I remember right, they were actually sending the coins, like banks were forced to buy so many of them. And by like a few years later, they were sending them back because they were like, we don't need them. No one's asking for them.
Right.
I'm still on your phone, by the way.
No, don't steal my phone.
So,
No, give me my phone. What are you doing?
so basically, in order for those coins to become somewhat popular or somewhat desirable to collect, they have to get rid of the dollar bill.
Okay, that's fair.
My opinion again.
She tried stealing my phone, bro.
What's up with that? Chilling.
Dude, she's like, I'm gonna steal your phone. I said, no, you ain't. I haven't set up my show or anything yet, dude. What are you doing? I gotta set up my buyer giveaway, and I gotta set up the giveaway. I still got all that shit to set up because I was lazy today. You know,
But I mean, since we're talking about collectibles, though, I mean, let's talk about some of the stuff that has been like, and I thought this was weird, like food coupons. I mean, I remember when I worked at a grocery store getting these handed to me, and now these become desirable. These have become desirable. And I mean, I see why. You look at the printing on them, it's great. But it
Well, I think
amazes
it,
me.
it, it reminds people of where they came from. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
For me, I think that's what it is. I think you got people that are collecting them because they're like,
right.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
A lot of us did start with those. My mom, she was a single mom, and she did the best she could, but we definitely had there was definitely points in our lives where we stood in line and waited for them to give us these.
right. I mean, it is
Yeah,
neat though.
yeah, they give you change as cash. I remember watching this homeless man this one time when I was probably, I don't know, 9 or 10 years old, and he kept on going and buying a quarter. It was um a quarter candy bar. He'd buy a quarter candy bar, pay for it, he'd get the change, he'd go back in the store, buy another quarter candy bar, get the change, go back in the store. And he did that a few times, and then he buys some gum. Yeah. Yeah. So whatever he was buying, I don't know, maybe it was 5 cent gum. But that being said, like uh he turned around and he got alcohol anyways.
Right.
So, you know,
Well, that's just it. You
yeah,
don't.
stamps were yeah. Here's what happened, Michael. Here's what happened. So, um, kids nowadays they do not understand the mailing system, and so they're like, well, why are these even valuable? So they've went and they dumped their grandparents' stamp collections on coin dealers, and the coin dealers are like, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't like outside of like there's like 5 stamps that are valuable. Like, I don't want these. You know what I mean? So uh that's just it. The stamps have kind of, unfortunately, but some of them were very beautiful. Now, that being said, postage currency is way different than stamps, right? So postage currency or postage money orders or like that, you just you got any from Ohio? I just saw uncirculated Toledo, Ohio. That's weird. I just sold one a month ago. National note. Yeah, it was a nice note. And it wasn't because it's Toledo, so what? I mean, it's Ohio, so it wasn't very expensive. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's funny. I
because
got a
Michigan people and Ohio people always have this rift. You know that because you guys are like Ohio State fans, and we hate Ohio State. Yeah. Buy Bitcoin, silver, currency assets will rocket after Trump lowers rates. I think so. I think what you're seeing right now is people preparing for that, right? Um, People are. E- I mean, let's look at silver. So,
oh
if
my
you had
God, where's it at
invested,
now?
I'm looking for it right now. Where's it at? So here we go. Now we got $80 silver. 80.
80.59.
Isn't that crazy,
According to
you
Apple.
guys? We're this is scary because this is like either
Right. Paying
there's a
attention.
stupid shortage or we're getting ready to go to war, you guys. That's all I can fathom about this.
Yeah, we got a lot of
Either,
stuff on Venezuela. There's stuff going on in Venezuela. There's stuff going on in the Middle
but I don't even
East. There's
think
all this stuff going
Venezuela
on.
is not even a blip on the fucking radar. I'm talking a major war. Because look at
Right.
this year to date. So we're up 166% year to date. But
Oh, I
let's
did
let's
hear
just
about that.
even China did cut us off. Yeah, I get that. But like you're talking year to date. Where do we start silver at? Come on. $29.90.
29.90.
We're up what, $50 since the beginning of the year.
166%.
So
But
somebody was just asking me, would I trade silver for currency? And I said, yeah. But that's crazy, you guys. Here's platinum.
yeah,
Platinum's up 23% in a week. Palladium is up 10% a week. Gold is up 4% in a week. And silver is up 20% in a week. But platinum's a sleeper, you guys. Look at that. Platinum is a sleeper. Holy smoke.
yeah. Well, and it's funny because you and I were talking about this the other day. There's a historical, what is it? I think we ended up coming to 15 to 1. So for every 15 ounces of silver, historically, you should be able to buy 1 ounce of gold. But right now we're sitting at roughly, I think it's like 80 to 1. So it was a matter of time before there was some sort of correction. And I think that's also what we're seeing is a bit of a correction to that. The other funny thing is we end up consuming more silver than we mine. The difference between gold and silver is silver is an industrial metal that is used in a lot of industrial processes, photography, computers, cars, everything.
And
It's a
some of it
great
we don't pull
conductor.
back out, right?
No, we don't. That's why I said it's like we consume, and silver is a byproduct of gold mining. That's the other funny part. So we're getting the silver from mining gold. We don't really have too many silver mines out there. So there's a
I wonder
lot of
what happened.
factors with silver.
Wonder, wonder what happened to the Carson City mine.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
gonna have, what happened to the Carson City mine?
Oh, that's nice.
Here you go.
I wouldn't,
So
I
the
wouldn't be
Carson
surprised.
City mine you're likely asking about is the Carson City Mint, which stopped minting coins in 1893 due to the Comstock lode mining decline and officially closed in 1899, later becoming the Nevada State
Yep.
Museum. While actual small gold mines in the surrounding area faded into the 1800s, leaving behind dumps of remnants. The mint produced famous coins, especially Morgan silver dollars, sought by collectors today for their low mintages. So basically, the mine just kind of dried up from what I can see. It's and it's like if there was that much silver there to put a mint there. Well, New Orleans had a mint too, but was New Orleans a mint because it was a port, Fezzy?
I I got to look into that. I think so.
I mean, because
Yeah, and I
there's
think you're right.
like New Orleans was the most like the single most busiest port in America during the 1800s, if I'm not mistaken. I
No, I
mean,
think you're right.
not as far as immigrants, but as far as um, you know, the Mississippi went up right straight in the middle of the America. So like, if they had to go to Chicago, if they had to go to oh my God, St. Louis or some of those other bigger cities.
Yeah, I think you're right. Carolina currency. Yeah, no, the Mississippi was a. I mean, you can get almost to the West Coast from the mouth of the Mississippi. You can go all the way into Montana. I mean, it is ridiculous on how much area that river covers with all of its tributaries. It's freaky.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
I mean, even Colorado, where you got the South Platte, the North Platte, and then Nebraska goes into the Platte, which drains into the Missouri. Which, ironically, Missouri is longer than the Mississippi. Missouri drains into the Mississippi. So, I mean, you got all of the Midwest to Western states covered by that one river system. And then, of
Right.
course, you got the East Coast too. So it was easy to ship goods up and down on the. That's one of the things that helped make the country. what it is today is the Mississippi River.
Yeah. Well, when I was growing up, I thought the Nile River was the biggest river in the world, right? But I thought the Mississippi was the biggest
Yep.
river in the United States. But did you know that's not true?
No, the I think the Missouri River's longer.
Yeah. Did you remember learning that the Mississippi River was the biggest river in the United States when you were younger?
I do remember that. It's the one that they all
So,
talked about, but it's actually the Missouri. That's the funny part. I think you're right on there. I
yeah.
definitely think it's the widest.
Oh, it's for sure the widest. I don't even know if the Nile is wider than the Mississippi. I've been over the Mississippi once, and oh my god, it was like it dwarfs any other river I've ever. It looks like a huge like lake. I mean, like all you can see is river. I don't even like. I don't remember seeing the other side as you're like right when you're starting to go over it. I don't even remember seeing the other side.
I wouldn't be surprised, Michael Tay, if they were holding on to silver and copper deposits. I'm sure that's part of the reason why they own a lot of the mountain region.
Slap into that giveaway, you guys. Slap into
Oh
the
yeah,
giveaway,
sorry to give
please.
away. Get in that gibby. Um, no, it's crazy times. It's I watch this guy, habitual line crosser, and if he's on YouTube, and if you don't watch him, he does funny voices with different planes. That's where I get all my current news from because he makes it funny, and it amazes me what's going on in the world right now.
Zeppelin, as far as the largest body of fresh water in the world, I think it's in
Yep.
Antarctica, underneath the ice. Um, but I live near the Great Lakes, so they say Lake Superior is pretty deep. You know, so the Great Lakes as a whole is obviously the biggest one, but each of them are single lakes. You know what I mean? Yeah. So the Great Lakes is the largest freshwater system, right? The largest freshwater system in the world. Like if we ever had a really big disaster, or in 20 or 30 years in the future, when water becomes an issue, I think you're going to see people really protect the Great Lakes. They protect them now, but you're going to get companies that are going to be trying to pull fresh water out of the lakes, and it's going to deplete some of the lakes, and people are going to notice it. Um, Great Crater Lake in Oregon is the deepest.
Yep.
Um,
I've heard that. Well, the funny thing about the oh my gosh, I just lost my train of thought. I hate it when that happens. Oh yeah, I remember now. So like the Colorado River, it's
yeah,
like Mexico and the U.S. is already fighting over the Colorado River because we have it so blocked off.
yeah. Well, and that's
Brandon.
scary too.
Yeah.
If they have mines underneath the lake, what happens if the mine gives way, and we just lose a lake, or what? Because that's what's going to happen.
Oh my gosh, hasn't that happened before? It like sucked.
Yeah,
There was a
yeah, it
story about
happened
a
in
lake that ran
Texas.
dry. Yeah, that's what it was. Like literally sucked all the water out of the lake. It was a huge lake too. It was a huge reservoir. Which is funny because if you've ever been out to the salt flats in Utah, they got tons of salt out there. There's no reason to mine underneath the Great Lakes.
Yeah, that's what I would figure. But again, this is this is the United States of America, so we're going to do whatever we want with whatever we want. everything is obviously for profit. And I'm not saying that people don't have, shouldn't like be able to turn a profit, but what I am saying is if it affects the geographic region at all, we need to take notice of it, and we need to, you know, have some stringent, you know, uh, rules and regulations on it for sure.
Yeah. Capers, I can't answer your question directly, but I can give you a little anecdote from my personal life. So I lived in Colorado most of my life, and you know how some people can like capture their rainwater in cisterns? That was actually illegal in Colorado, and the reason it was is I was told that somebody downstream owns the rights to that water that
Fezzy,
falls on my house. What?
do the definition of illegal.
A definition of illegal against the law?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh my
I meant it as a joke.
I gotcha.
goodness. But so,
So
as
go.
far as the water in Flint, so you guys just question everything and understand that the politicians that are in your I don't care if you're in the middle of the nowhere or if you're in the middle of the busiest city in the United States, they do not have your interest at heart. They don't have your interest at heart. So you got to protect yourself by investing in your future, investing in your family, and making sure that you have a concrete like home and structure that you can go to if shit hits the fan. That's just the truth. But
I have nowhere to go.
um um you know y- I don't know. Uh what happened in Flint was a travesty. It should have never happened. I think it would have cost the government like $70 a day to make sure it didn't happen, and they just didn't use the chemical. Instead they pulled the water out of the river that was contaminated with salt from the roads,
Yeah.
and the salt ate away the pipes. And well, so they went in, you guys, listen, you guys. So they went in and they ripped out all the pipes in the ground in Flint. I'm not even kidding. And this happened for sure. I watched them do it. It took them about 5 or 6 years to get it all done. Because Obama signed that bill for Flint, and they dumped, I don't know, they dumped $100 million. I don't know. It was quite a bit of money. But they dumped quite a bit of money into Flint, and when they went in, they just hired a bunch of workers out of Flint, and they paid them from the county the road commission, and they went in and they started pulling the pipes out and redoing the pipes. But here's where the problem lies, you guys. Here's where the problem lies, that they stopped at the houses. So they ripped up everything but the pipes in the house that were destroyed too. So these people, they're sitting here, well, what do I do? Now I got all these contaminated pipes in my house. What do I do now? And they're like, they're like the Monopoly guy. Like, what do you want me to do? Or you know,
Yeah.
so like um the of course there's lawsuits and all this other kind of stuff, right? And of course they should have protected the children and the people that got damaged from the Flint water, because it wasn't the Flint people's fault that they got hurt. You know, it was the government's fault for not for we pay taxes, you guys. So they're taking our tax dollars and they're saying, well, if a scientist comes to you and says, "Hey, you need to use this, and this in the water to make sure that your switch from Detroit water to Flint River water is good." But when I was a kid, nobody even went near the Flint River. Okay, they didn't go near the Flint River because it was so contaminated by General Motors. They're so contaminated by General Motors that you just you didn't even see fish in there. You didn't even see wildlife that much. It just wasn't the thing. And everybody knew that if you fell into the Flint River, you were going to come out with chlamydia or herpes or or gonorrhea or something. You were going to come out with something. So, um, like it was, and then 20 years later, they say, hey, we're gonna switch you to drinking the Flint water, and we were just for us as citizens, we're just like, no, but how are we're like, okay, well, we're gonna stop drinking the water, but you still have to bathe in it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I don't know. It's just the mom, man. Yeah, I believe it is. You know, it's. I believe a lot of the major rivers in the United States are contaminated really bad. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. And there's not really any direction to kind of save our river systems. But um, if you stop contaminating the systems, they are self cleaning. The rivers are self cleaning, you guys. They eventually will clean themselves. So you just gotta stop contaminating them.
Well, it gets even better. Have you heard of the Ogallala Aquifer? So it is the
I have
largest,
not.
if I remember right, it is the largest underground lake system, and it is underneath Nebraska, Kansas, part of Oklahoma, and I believe it even stretches into the panhandle of Texas. Now, here's the funny thing. So a lot of Nebraskans, they'll pull their water, straight from the ground. However, think about all the farming that's done out there, and I know many. I have many a relative who have had cancer. Well, they use a lot of pesticides on their fertilizer. They fertilize a lot, so
Absolutely.
that's why a lot of the farmers are trying to go a little bit more natural with their pesticides because again, now they're polluting the Ogallala aquifer. Yep. So, I mean, the good thing is, I think we're finally, as a society, starting to wise up, but I think it's going to be a while before we get to, you know, get it all clean. Yep. Oh, and I did see your previous
Yeah.
statement, Carolina currency. That's cool. I can't wait to see them. You'll have to show them off when you get them.
But I don't know. You know, I think a lot of the times we just take things for granted that they're always going to be here, and just like oh that
Nice.
rock formation that was in Vermont, the Old Man.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Vermont or New Hampshire, one of the two?
Yeah.
And
The old man in the mountain.
those fucking stupid tourists were, from what I understood, it was tourists were trying to take pictures, like hanging off the mountain or something, or standing on it or something, and it destroyed, it knocked the whole face off the mountain. So,
Yeah. La Quinta.
I don't know where we're staying in Orlando.
How about that one place where we stayed?
Um, I don't think it was a Wyndham. It just Bonnet Creek, Bonnet Creek. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever been to fun, but it's definitely fun. Um, I guess I had to look to see where I'm staying.
It's the La Quinta Inn. I don't know exactly where, but it's in Orlando. We selling clean water or notes? Actually, this is our currency talk tank, man. We're kind of BSing, answering questions about currency, and we kind of got it started off with silver and gold coins, and then we just yeah, it's usually on Monday or Wednesdays, but Wednesday was a holiday, so we put it off till tonight. We still wanted to do the show this week, because we actually really enjoy this one. For me, especially, it's like there's no pressure for us to sell. There's no pressure for you guys to buy. It's just a way to kind of shoot the shit. and give you guys an opportunity to ask questions that you can't really ask in the moment when you're trying to look at, like, when I have something like this up there going, come on, chat, bid, it's worth it. Oh my God, oh my God. It's kind of a relaxed atmosphere, little way for us to have a little bit of fun. No, I agree, Capers. It's definitely good. It's that's the whole thing. And the university was founded off of a bunch of different people coming together to debate, and that's what we need to get back to is healthy debate. No finger pointing. No, you're wrong. I'm wrong. Let's hear what everyone has to say and come to some sort of consensus. If there's gold flakes in it. Oh my goodness. Speaking of gold, let's transition a little bit. So you guys saw how the price of gold is going. Why don't we go back to we showed these off last week. We had some discussions about gold backs. So these are the kind of things that, I think you guys should all be stacking if you're wanting to stack silver and gold. Silver coins, I've been buying I try to buy the silver American Eagle every year. Um, but these are the other things I stack. It's everyone says, "Oh, but there's a premium. It's a premium." But I mean, it's kind of nice. It's kind of funny. I don't believe that the shit's going to hit the fan, but if the shit ever does hit the fan, I definitely want to be prepared. And having something like this in my arsenal, along with my copper coated lead, will make great bartering tools. I know. I saw that. I can't wait for the Texas Redbacks. They're actually going to do Texas. I keep hearing that Texas is on the slate sometime for an actual gold back, but they're doing this. So I looked up the Texas Redbacks, and basically the Texas Depository is the one that commissioned those notes.
It's privately commissioned, right?
I
Or
think
is it commissioned
so.
by the government?
Well, that's just it. I mean, it's what texasdepository.gov, so I'm assuming it's a government entity.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, government issued. So yeah, that's pretty badass. I'm looking forward to that one. Between that and the new silverbacks coming out, those are going to be cool. But it's really funny because even in the goldback guide, it says the silverbacks are mainly for collecting, the goldbacks are for stacking. No, it's funny. The same people that so Aurum is the company that makes the goldback. Where is it? So the goldback is made by a company called Aurum, AURUM, which is funny because AU is the atomic symbol for gold. So forgive me, my chemistry side is coming out. And if you notice this little symbol right here, this AU Aurum, they're going to be on any of these notes that you find. Nice. Yeah, Utah was the first, and then it's kind of been slowly going. First part of 2026, Colorado is getting theirs. I'm so stoked. I watched that announcement and got like goosebumps because Colorado would be a perfect state. I mean, you got Central City, you got all the gold rush towns up in there. I'm like, that is a perfect state to have the gold back.
They're going to be so cool too.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm hoping for a buffalo, a bighorn sheep. I mean, I am a CSU Ram, so it would be nice to see a ram on there. So many great places out there: Pikes Peak, Longs Peak, Rocky Mountain National Park. I got a trip planned out there in end of March. I can't wait. Oh, did they really? Oh, I wish I would have saw that. I think DC's another one that could really use a gold back too. So I think their goal is to get all the states done at some point, but they're slowly progressing. So what? Colorado be, I think, the 11th state, I believe. Nice.
Um, I think you're. I think you're right.
I mean, what's really cool, let me see if I can find it. I mean, they also do a commemorative gold back for each one of the states. I have one somewhere. Got to do a flippity flip. Oh, may not. I may have taken it out of my graded pile. Oh, you know what? I did. Oh, probably in my box. Nope. Nope. Maybe. Yep, there it is. Here's the Oklahoma one. So when they started this, they started doing like the ones, and then they decided to make a three and make it a limited edition. So this is 2773 of 4,000, and like half of the 4,000 goes to um, oh, what is it? Heads of state, whatever you want to call them, and then the rest of them go to the general public. They're all
They're
graded
so
in a
nice
70
though.
star. Oh, I know. And all the security features they're putting on them now too. I'm kind of curious. Yep, there it is. Three AU. That's what it is. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, they started doing the three because they were people weren't they wanted something special. So Florida was the last one limited release. Oklahoma and Arizona does have the three. You're right. But yes, so yeah, this timeline we're on right now is a little bit different. That's for sure. I'm, which is getting back to the currency. Yes, that is correct. The others had 6,000. Arizona and Oklahoma were limited to four. But yeah, getting it back to currency. That's why. So we talked about this a little bit last week too, if I remember right. Yeah, they are alphas. That's all I collect are alphas. I do have some regulars, but I have a ton of alphas. I'm always going after the alphas. Yes, and I heard that too. They're doing a new one, a re-release with a new one. So get on those. But yeah, getting back to currency, it's like we kind of talked about it. We touched on this last week. Like, so silver and gold are always going to have a certain amount of value to it, right? It's going to go up, it's going to come down. But when it comes to the currency, it's limited. Like, there's going to be no more of these 1966 $100 bills made ever. And they're going to slowly, I mean, and it's paper, right? Paper tears, paper gets destroyed, paper burns really well in a fire. I mean, at least with gold and silver, it might melt, but you're not going to vaporize it. But once this stuff, like, even these, once these are destroyed, you can't make them again. You know, I mean, you can, but it won't be original. Nice. So that's why the prices of these tend to fluctuate. It's like I think I call these like stocks and bonds, while gold and silver is gold and silver, and stuff like this is like stocks and bonds, and then you have other stuff that are go even crazier. But like even these. Now, if my memory serves me correctly, the 500, the 1,000, the 10,000, and I think even the $100,000 bill were only used for intra bank transactions. So these were not released to the general public. So this is how banks before the electronic days actually handled transactions. They would just stack up $500 bills and $1,000 bills and give them to other banks. If my memory serves me correct. Oh, got a furry friend at the door.
Um,
Hold on.
I'm currently um building the buyer giveaway for tonight's show, y'all. We're gonna give away in my show tonight, you guys. I'm gonna give away a purple book. So what do we mean by purple book? So you'll get a brand new
$900, Mark, or you can
purple
make me an
book,
offer on it.
paper money of the United States. So this is gonna be the buyer giveaway for tonight, you guys. I'll run the buyer giveaway probably at 10:30. Probably at 10:30 or the end of the show, whichever comes first. Um, so you know, I don't want to say like the end of the show, because the end of the show could be midnight, 1 o'clock. But I don't want to say 10:30 for sure because I may end the show before 10:30. So into the show or 10:30 for the buyers giveaway for tonight and Vehicle City show.
Yeah, purple book is. Oh, that reminds me. I need to get one for my iPad. I meant to do that. I'm going to do that before Winter Fun. That's for sure.
You can buy them digitally.
Yeah, you can. You can Kindle them.
Hmm, it's interesting.
So I was going to get one for the show, so I didn't have to carry around the book. Yeah, there's a Kindle app for the iPad. You have to buy it on Kindle, and then it downloads. Lucky Bucks book. Yeah, I can do that for you. So, here I'll give you the Jane Sears. Yep. Again, I think I got this on Amazon, I believe. Yeah, all the different types. Pretty cool book. There's the about the author. Here, there's the give you that too, just in case. ISBN number. You're welcome, fan of Disney. Well, Carolina, I got some. Got a couple of them. I'll show them again real quick. I do have auctions just in case. I mean, we're talking currency, but so just to show you, $90 for this one. It's got a 5 and 2 ones. I'm not bucking and going one of these. A 125 on this one. It's full of it's $3 in value, but this one I think is from I do have a single here, a couple of singles. Yeah, here's a single. You want the 1, the 5, and the 10? I got that. I think I had it. Where'd it go? Nope, right there. I do there's the 1, the 5, and the 10. I do 90 for all of them. But yeah, let me know. Don't worry, I won't. Some of this stuff is coming with me too, by the way. So if it doesn't sell in the next week, it's going to be with me at Fun. Any Vietnam NPCs? I don't think we have any Vietnam. I don't. Vehicle, do you?
Vietnam, probably graded. Oh,
So
so you're talking about national notes, right, Jeff? Yeah. So it's not an app; it's a website, and so here I'll show you real quick. Let me make sure I got my show set up before I bump out of here.
Here, and I'll run another giveaway while he's getting that set up. So get in that givey again. It's a gold foil note, just a random gold foil I have lying around.
So for me, tracking price, it's gonna pop me right to the website tracking price, and hang on, I gotta manually log out. Okay, go password, log in. So basically, um, you know, for me, like let's say I was ready to renew. I still got like 134 days left. But this is how much it cost to get the different ones. So you can get
Nice,
national
Everett.
notes, you can get large type notes, you can get small type notes, you can get fractionals, you can get colonials, or you can get military payment certificates, right? So it's all there. Um, For me, I do nationals, large size, small size, and this year I may do colonials too, but we'll see. But either way it goes, um, you basically you go to your nationals, not large nationals. There we go.
Capers, I do actually.
And so we type in the charter number. So we type in the charter number. Let me find one real quick that I can look up. Where I put my nationals at?
The ones I have capers, though, I'll show them to you. They're a bit pricey
So
because you'll see why in a minute.
so so this one here only this is the only type 2 $5 known. So what do we mean by that? So we look up the charter number 5187 5187. We hit search, and then so this, it comes up Bedford, Indiana. We double click, and then so right here, go to valuations, and you see right here it says so type 2 $5 only one known. Type 2 $5 only one known. So in VG condition it's worth 140. In VF it's worth 220. That's how we know how much one of the national notes is worth. And they track it all the way up to, like, 66 grade. Anything past 66 is probably an auction guide. You'd have to, put it through an auction and figure out what it's worth. But this is the only type 2 known from Bedford, Indiana. $5. Which is
So,
which is
Michael,
cool.
yeah, Michael, to answer your question, I mean, it's kind of up to you, honestly. Um, I mean, if you're just a passive collector, I mean, you can try to Google search it the best you can. But if you go from passive to active, I would definitely recommend track and price.
Well, I would say, like,
Oh, here's
it really depends on how much money you're spending. Yeah, because
Oh, I happen to have Maine and Connecticut right here in front.
it's not gonna be worth it for somebody that's spending $1,000 a year or less.
So here's a New Haven, Connecticut remainder, obsolete, 325 top pop. Here's a Searsport Bank, Maine in a 67 PPQ, 450. It's a top pop. And then Capers, if you really want something cool, check this out. It's an entire uncut sheet from the state of Connecticut, Bank of New England. I'd part with this one for 250 if you're interested.
I need it.
That might be a
Jeff,
good thing, Jeff.
give me the charter on it.
Ooh. Best Pride on the Searsport. I do a 400 Capers. And I do have auction set up. I could run it for you if you want. Or make me an offer. Yeah, I can run it.
What
Here, I'll go a little
denomination
lower.
is it? Is it type
There you
1
go.
or
It's
type
running.
2?
You're going to love it. Yeah, no problem.
All right, let this finish real quick, Jeff.
Bam. It's yours. Thank you for your purchase too. I will set that aside and get that out.
What condition is it in, Jeff? You figure.
Graded a 15.
Probably $400, Jeff. But let's look see what they've been selling for. It's 400. There's 500. That's out of 10 though. There's a 20. There's a 20 and 12 sold for 170. 20 and 12 sold for 170. 216. 20 and 15 sold for 240. But look how long ago these were. 2019. These don't even make sense anymore. The only ones that are going to make sense are the ones that's happened this year and last year. So these two on the top, which I'm going to say for yours, your valuation is probably in that $400 to $450 range.
She knows I hate a song and she's playing it. Guts out. Kennedy.
Show the battleship.
Show the
Leslie, can you
battleship.
show the
I can do that.
battleship?
Yep. High denomination. How you doing? I have it marked at 900 high denom, but you can make me an offer on it.
Run it at your bottom for high denomination. Just sticker shock the shit out of it.
Let's see. Here, I'll do it one time for this. Oh, why did I have it 30 seconds? I meant to change that. Damn it.
It's cheap, y'all. For a ship.
Betting cheap.
Right.
Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, what would I grade it? I'm not a professional grader. Um, I'm thinking it's a 15 to a 20. I mean, I have a 12 that's, I'd say more like a 15. I have a 12 that looks about the similar to this. Here, I'll even show you. And I had that one graded. Let me find it. So, I mean, here's a 12. I mean, it's got that little nick at the bottom, heavily circulated. So maybe it'd grade closer to yeah, I think it'd be about a 15. If you do a little bit of side by side. Yeah, I think it's slightly better. That's my opinion. And I'm not a professional grader. So yeah, no, that's why we're here tonight. We're definitely into education, and I'm still learning too. I learn something new every night. Or every time we do this show. I don't know why I put that up there. Oh yeah, and the 500. So I'll do a slow buy. I have it set at 2400. It does have surface and internal damage. There's a little nick right there, and there's a little bit of surface damage right there. But I do have some room to play on this one if you're interested. Hi, Denam. Yeah, not a problem.
There's there's a couple there's some bags in the back seat that need you to go grab and get
I mean,
you.
since we have a little pause in the action, I'll run it one time for. I'll drop the price a bit on it. See if just. Oh, I meant to change the time again. Damn it. This is the only light green seal, yellow green seal I've found. And it's got a super low serial number too, all things considered.
Hey, high denomination. When's the last time you seen a 1915 $5 bill? You probably see these all the time. I'm just like, you know, this is the guy that gets $5,000 and $10,000 bills and flips them real quick. Yeah.
Wow.
1915.
1915.
Here's your FR. You can go look it up real quick.
Right?
So this one here has a cutting error too. How about that? CPG's at 4,400. I can't remember what wholesale's at. But if you're coming to fun, just let me know and maybe we can work out a deal on it. And you can make some loot off of it. As long as it was a cash price or something. It's probably my most expensive note right now. Do you guys collect serial numbers? Check this out, y'all. Check this out. I'm not really a serial number guy, but I thought this was pretty amazing. 899. So I have no idea. It's usually different. So these are gonna. It's a district set, y'all. 00000899
PCGS will be.
899 899 899 899 899 899 899 899
Damn.
899 899 899
I'm going to run a.
899. So 12 notes. I would just imagine value on these would probably be around $250 to $350 a piece. They're worth more together than they are apart, I think. But I would assume value just if you imagine that. So like $300 a piece, $3,600. Um, I'd be at like $200 a piece on these if somebody would take them all. $200 a piece. It's $2,400, and you get all those low serial numbers. Very, very cool. And they're all going to be graded
Yeah.
65 to 66, I think. I think there's a couple 66s,
Nice.
or maybe there's just one. No, there's
64,
two.
65.
Our 100
Any
star
star note
note's going to
is
be
valuable. They're doing away with the star note. Get in that givey, y'all. 3 people in, 4 minutes left.
almost slapped into the giveaway, Fezzy.
Yeah, you should. You can. It'd be funny.
You found
Nice.
about 5,000 in your GPA collect. What's a GPA collection? Like a grade
Grandpa.
point average? Oh, grandpa
Grandpa.
collection. Oh, my bad. Dang. How old are you,
No,
Carolina? You found $5,000 worth of $100 stars. Dang. Thank you, man.
nice. Yeah, he's actually not that far from me, vehicle.
Is the food good? Was it okay? All right. The fish looked weird to
It
me.
was burnt.
They burnt it.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
It was still good though.
All right.
I made a lemon in there, so I made lemonade.
I made a lemonade. When life gives you
Oh, it's
lemons,
funny,
it's
man.
lemonade.
You make lemonade.
Do they have any salt for rice?
Yeah, I should be.
Uh,
I work. I'm working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'm off Thursday, Friday. Actually, I'm off for the next 12 days after that. So I'm off the first 12 days of the year. Thank God. Yeah, my parents in Colorado are pre-Alzheimer. I feel your pain. It's a small company in Winston-Salem. It's a medical device company.
Literally every single door, like by the driver door, and they
So
have
yeah, we make
nice.
nice. Yeah, I worked at Reynolds for a little while, the tobacco company. I also worked at Nutra, or what was it?
I'll drink for the
God,
rest of my
what's
life.
that? Not Life. Anyway, it was funny. I felt better working for a tobacco company than that health food company because it was oh garbage. Random thoughts, random Fezzy isms. Back to notes, y'all. Getting off topic.
shit.
Oh, they take care of you, at Reynolds. I'm telling you. It was the weirdest thing. I was telling Vehicle about it though. It's like you could smoke in the building. It was the only building in the state of North Carolina where you can smoke in. I was in a meeting once, and all of a sudden I was like, "Man, I smell cigarettes." Yeah, I know.
Where are they
We
at?
started there. Oh, check that out.
Eh, Somebody asked me, "You got a raw green eagle?" No, no, no raw green eagles.
That's funny. Oh, I know. It was terrible. As long as you were smoking their brand of cigarettes, they didn't care. Apparently, they fired a one of the lawyers from another team was smoking Marlboros, and they fired him on the spot.
Dang.
Yeah, they're yeah. Well, it was a big client of theirs too, so they're like, of all the companies, why, why? Nice.
They would hate
Oh,
me. They would hate me as an employee.
well, how
I'd
much?
be
I
I'd
mean,
be
I've
hitting
seen
that
you with
button like 4 or 5 times before I left shop every day.
right.
Not for Pepsi, but like I'm a stickler for Diet Mountain Dew for whatever reason.
What is it? Brominated vegetable oil. Gotta love it.
Yeah, buddy.
Fire retardant. I think
Yeah.
they took that out finally. Again, my chemistry is seeping through my pores right now. Oh,
Um,
who's getting the gibby? Ernest,
Ernest.
congratulations. Yeah, we've been way off topic today. Should we get back to notes? I feel kind of bad. It's our educational show, and we've talked about water. We've talked about a little bit about gold. Oh, ask us a question, Everett. Do most of your notes? Um, a little bit of both, honestly, Jeff. Yeah, tobacco companies. It's a lot of it's just hitting the pavement and going out and checking out different shops. I've had good luck with antique stores. Um, I've had good luck at you know doing some online sales, Facebook Marketplace, stuff like that. Maybe we can explain a little bit more about mule. Yeah, sure, we can do that. Let's talk about mules, Justin. Or
Oh my
vehicle.
goodness, mules?
Mules are fun. So if you get the purple book, nice. So the cool thing about the purple book is they actually have, and I'll show it because I got it in my hand. I just got to find the page. And you'd think I'd have it marked as much times as I flip to it, but no, I don't.
So mules are
Okay, sorry.
basically. d- Can you do you got the purple book in front of you?
Yep.
Go to the so there's your large type mules. That's going to help you with large type mules. But basically, they use the wrong back plate on large type notes. They use the wrong back plate. They use the wrong back plate. So basically, on a 1934A, they either used a 1934B or a 1934 plain back plate. Okay, on older notes, so like I sold a Spillman White mule last night, Black Eagle, and so on those ones they use I believe the back plate instead of the back plate they were supposed to use. And basically, what happened, the treasurer of the BP, they get lazy and they don't change the plates out, so they rotate the plates to print the notes, right? And then
So different.
valuations are going to be like, so some mules raw are going to be more expensive than the regular note, but some regular notes are more expensive than the mule. However, anytime you find a graded mule, for whatever reason, they bring more money than the regular notes. I mean, that's what I've found.
Yeah. So a mule note is they used, like you said, they used a different back plate, and also with the more modern ones, it's macro versus micro printing. So
Exactly.
it's the print on the back. And let me see. While he's talking, I'll find, because I think I have some mule notes sitting out here. Oof.
Yeah. I sold through a bunch of mules last night, so I don't have any right here next to me.
Oh, I will. Yeah, there you go. What Dave said too.
But
Here,
the only
that was
way to really identify them, you guys, is to have a book. You got to have a book, you know. So what they're talking about is that backplate number, that 442 there. I'm going to assume that is that in 1963.
sure is.
Yeah, that's a mule. That's a really rare note. So I actually sold those mules because I bought a whole pack of mules, 1963, and there happened to be 14 sequential stars in it, right, or 12 sequential stars, something like that. And I sold the star notes for $200 a piece, and I ended up getting some mini. I got some Minneapolis stars graded now, Fezzy.
Nice.
But
But yeah, it has everything to do with this backplate number.
yeah,
And again, you can kind of see it here. I mean, it looks like this top number, well, maybe not. It's usually, it has to do with number size too,
yeah,
but I don't have
the
a good
one
example of what I'm talking about.
that looked like it. I know the numbers right. So that was a silver certificate back. You know, that's what
Yeah.
that was. Silver certificate back.
So
And
for the
then
mule, yeah, this was a silver certificate back. And then for this one, this is the normal back. I mean, you really can't tell the difference, but other than the plate number. No, not necessarily. It's all based on the number itself. So, like on the large size, it's based on location. Let me see if I can illustrate that for you. Yeah, that one I think is a mule. This one I
I'm
know
trying to
is a
grab my
mule.
mule right now. Hang on. These Minneapolis mules. It just came out at
So, like
Christmas.
on the large size, so like for this large size, this is a mule note because that's where the number is. If it was a non-mule, it would be up here, like right over here. I don't happen to have one. Like it's funny. I looked this one up the other day and realized it was a mule note because of where the number's located. If I show you the purple book, it'll show you the number is like right here for a non-mule. assuming the purple book is better than the red book. I have a red book, but every note is selling for way more than what is has as the value. Um,
Yeah,
well, it's because of the
the market's
date of
changing.
publication. Yeah.
Yeah, and the market is changing. So, um, the market since the purple book went out, the market's up probably 10, maybe 15%. So, um, it's a good guide, but that's what they say. It's a guide. It's not a win all. The demand is higher than the supply. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So these are 1963 Federal Reserve note, Minneapolis Mule Star notes, Mule Stars, and there's like let's see here. These are hang on.
Yeah, again, the books are a good guide, but they're not definitely not the end all be all.
Yeah. So
Um,
there,
definitely look for auction comps and stuff like that.
I'm gonna look these up real quick with tracking price. So I sold the Dallas mules for $200 a piece.
Yeah, Jeff, he's actually going to run one as a buyer's givey tonight. I think a purple book.
Yeah, yeah,
I was yeah. So I'm sure he has some.
yeah. They're in the buy it now.
But yeah, I happen to have two of them. I got one in my car and I got one here with me.
The latest one to sell on Heritage of these Mule Star notes was back in 2021. It was back in 2021, sold for $240. So $240 a piece. And that's in 2021, you guys. Like, so um it's just something you don't come across every day for sure.
Jeff, it's kind of funny you mentioned that. I think we all started off that way. I used to collect coins too. I know Vehicle did, and we all got into currency. It's there's just something about it that attracts you to it.
Well, it's more rare than
It
coins.
is more fun. Well, that and it's more fun. There's so much
Yeah.
more variety and the artistry on them too.
Yeah. There's more to it for sure.
Again, look at what our money used to look like. It's
I
badass.
want to I want to buck and go one of those tonight too.
What? Yeah, the
Well,
artistry. Look at the visionettes.
these are gonna be buck and gold.
I do.
It's gonna be buck and gold. Um, we might buck and go the educational that I had. Um, we got some Florida notes to buck and go. Obsoletes. I gotta look up the value on this one real quick. Look at how nice this is. Probably buck and go that. Got some baby bonds to buck and go.
Yep. Baby bonds.
Yeah. Confederates. Got Confederates coming out my freaking ears again.
Mhm.
That wasn't a burn hole, it's a cancellation mark.
I think he was talking about mine.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, mine was cancellation.
you got baby bonds?
Yeah. I told you what to do with those.
I know. I'm considering it.
You
I
guys,
haven't even broke
you
any of
guys
this
ought to
stuff
just
out.
buy that sheet of baby bonds from him for what did you say you wanted for that?
Oh God, I can't remember. It was like $150 or something insanely cheap because I got a great deal on it.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. I'm swiping at 150 if he runs it. I'm telling you that right now, y'all. I'm telling you that right now.
I got a hell of a deal on it. I need to get it in a hard case. It
Yeah,
is signed, but the signatures are faded.
that's a nice sheet.
I got this is all stuff I got lying around. I mean, my other favorite thing, the Confederate loan thing.
Yeah, I think I got one of
Oh,
those
don't
too.
worry.
Confederate bond.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
No, like I said, I'm a history buff, guys. Man, it's funny here. Haven't shown these in a little while. I mean, state of Connecticut pay table from 1785. This is why I got into this stuff. I'm a big history nerd, and just thinking that this was, signed and dated when the country was what, 14 years old, and I'm
yeah,
holding it in my hand. I mean, here's a 1763 colonial American receipt. I know, right? I mean, this thing is just pick that up for a heck of a price. My favorite piece. I got to show that off real quick. Oh, it's not out here. Oh no! Damn it! I have it's from 1767. I must have put it back in the safe. But it basically, when I looked it up, it was like, yep, that thing belongs in a museum. So it was a promissory note for um, something like Arthur. I want to say Arthur Nash, big time warrior, signer of the Declaration of Independence. No, actually, that's this one. Wilcott Jr. was him and his father were the only two father son pairs that signed the Declaration of Independence.
no kidding. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So again, history in my hand. A signer of the Declaration of Independence touched this paper, and I have it in my collection. So stuff like that is just like, ooh, I get goosebumps. Yeah,
Got
I
to pull
know.
out some uh some notes to out of the obsoletes to fucking go tonight.
I mean, we've talked about these too. You've heard of the short snorters, right? Here's a short snorter roll. Look at that thing. So this person traveled all around during World War II and collected all these different banknotes and rolled them up into a wad. I'd unroll it, but every time I unroll it, it's like super duper fragile. I mean, again, just the history, just all the history. My inner geek is showing through now. Ugh. Yeah, this one. I mean, I'll unroll it a little bit. I have a couple in my collections, but not the SVDB like everyone wants. Like here's the signed one from Australia. It's the only one that's signed. But there's a couple of victory notes in here. I mean, this person went all over the place. There's the franc. I mean, it's a tight bundle.
So I'm gonna put these. I put these in the buck and go stuff tonight. So there'll be some Florida notes in there. The Indiana. I don't know where this one's from. South Carolina, New Orleans.
Nowlands.
So this Charleston, this $10 Charleston. I want to chat. I want to see what this one's worth real quick. See what Chat GPT says about it.
I mean, here, even our checks. I mean, she brought me a sheet of $2 bills, uncut, 1994. Are they worth anything besides face? Yeah, they're worth a little bit more than face. What are those called? Horse blankets are fun. Yeah, the sheet ones are definitely. They
Well,
definitely, and it
it's
depends on what they are.
so I
Go
sold
ahead.
a 1976 Star Note sheet last night for over $200. So it just kind of really depends on what you got. What depends on what it's worth. You know what I mean? Things that are rare. You guys, it's just can you get them any elsewhere for cheaper? I just sometimes it just doesn't happen like that. So that one says what I was expecting about $250. So it says 250 to $300. Well, 250 to 350, and then like if it was graded, $400 plus.
2021, the last year of the straps of $101 sequential bills. I've heard that story. I think they're, from what I understand, they're slowly phasing it out. So like, you're not going to be able to find like whole sheets. They have it to where now that they can replace on the fly. From what I understand, so star notes are going away. So this is like a whole strap of stars. So that'll go away, and then they're not going to be sequential anymore. So they're just going to they have a way to track the serial numbers now.
Accessories for it.
So they'll slap whatever serial number on there, and yeah, these are going to start going away in
Yeah, they do
sequential
make
order.
accessories for them.
Really?
Hmm.
I just need some.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, sorry, I'm
you're
a little
welcome.
distracted, Fezzy.
No, you're fine. No, I definitely got plenty to talk about. I was breaking out the checks too. Like I think these are cool too. I mean, these are what bank checks used to look like back in the day too.
Yeah.
Okay, then that makes more sense. And the BEP would definitely know more than we would. Yeah, but they're not guaranteed. That also makes sense. Hey, look at the artistry on these.
Whoa.
And the American bank. Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah.
The
That's
two is
very
even
cool.
cooler. I love the signatures too. I mean, even though I know it's a stamp, it still looks badass. Oh yeah, when they add in the stars definitely make it go out of sequence. I had a strap of 63 Bs and it was the same thing. Everything was sequential. There were 3 star notes in there that knocked it out of sequence, and then the rest of them were sequential after that. Trying to find other. Yeah, I mean, again, bank checks. Who would have thought? Got the black cat on there. Beaumont National Bank. Very cool. There's just so much cool stuff when it comes to numismatics.
Check this one
I
out,
mean,
Fezzy. I
who can forget the
just got this back from grading.
nice 660? Nice.
I like it.
Well, and I'm sure everyone has heard of the Disney dollars, right? I mean, heck, even these are nice art, works of art. They're very popular. Nice, Carolina. They do not, from what I understand. You can still spend them at Disney, but the way these, like this one right here, is like 150, $200 note. You wouldn't want to spend it for $5. They'll give you $5 for it. Do you think plain backs or backs that have artwork sell better in the older notes? I think me personally, I think it's artwork. Artwork, more art, the better. But that's my opinion.
Rarity, you know. So the ones that don't have backs on them, you guys, are generally more rare, from what I've seen. So you get into pre 1840s, and that stuff should exist, you guys. Like anything 1840s or before, if they weren't properly stored for the last 200 years, then they should have deteriorated. You know,
Right. Ooh, nice. Oh man, I'm looking for something else and I can't find it. It's driving me nuts. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, I was worried about you.
all right, Nick.
This is one I was talking about. The 1768 colonial North Carolina property promissory note made to Albert Nash, Revolutionary War governor and continental congressman. Look at how they did that. Like even when they signed their name, they had to put a seal on there and they just drew it
You've
in.
seen
And again,
Facebook.
1772. I mean,
It's a
again,
nice
just
note.
history in my hand right here. Now, it would be better if Abner Nash signed it, but as someone told me, think about it. Abner Nash in the 1770s was so big that he had his own promissory notes printed for people to sign. So, like I said, history in my hand. I love it. And I feel the same way about this simple red seal 100. It's history in my hand. I wasn't alive in 1966. It'd been badass to be just think if that's why some of the modern currency, it's like, oh, maybe we should collect the modern currency. It's like, well, in 100 years, it might be worth something. You never know, especially if we go digital. Which, by the way, I'm a conspiracy theorist with that. I don't want it to go digital, but that's me. Does the Purple Book have old, like, state of Georgia or New Orleans notes in it?
No, it doesn't have obsolete notes in it, Jeff. It only has Confederate notes. And, you know, for the only obsolete note book that I know about that is pretty decent is that Spiral Bound one done by Kelly. He has a pretty good book, but I mean, it's printed in 2012, so the prices in them don't make sense anymore. But I guess they did back then.
Yeah, I mean, the closest I got is this one, Southern States currency,
Yeah, it's a nice Republic of Texas. I've never seen that Republic of Texas.
right? So, I mean, this one's a good one if you're looking at Southern States. Any large pre 33 gold coin or just paper. And even then, we're doing the currency talk. If there's something you see and you want us to run it, we'll run it. But definitely no gold. No problem, Wolf Joe. How much is that $5 low serial number there, vehicle?
Um, I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Jeff, I'm hooked on all the artwork on all the old obsoletes
I
too. I
haven't looked
mean,
up what they're selling for at all, and I don't know, I got it quick rated, so um I definitely got over, well, probably $90 or $100 into the grading on it. So
big slabs at the $2 notes with the printing on them.
I'll look it up real quick though. That's a good thing about tracking price too. You can look up the low serial comps. So go to small size and go to 1994.
Sorry, Caroline, I'm not sure exactly what you're asking for. If anything, text me. Oh, I'm gonna run another giveaway, y'all. Get in it. I think Vehicle's getting ready to start his show in about 10 minutes. Oh, these? I gotcha. I know what you're talking about now. So you mean these cases?
It looks like fancy serial
Uh,
numbers are selling for like, well, there you go. There's a serial number 500 sold for $400.
woo.
And that was in a 63 PNG
Um,
graded.
I'll text you, Carolina.
Um,
There's a couple different places.
there's a serial number, a 4-digit serial number sold for 103.
Oh, any other questions you guys got? Sorry, I have to admit today I've been kind of it's been an off day for me, to be honest with you. I've sold coins before. Um Honestly, I sold them to fund my note habit. I still have some silver that I'm holding on to. I have some Morgans. I do have a what I had pulled up. Does it have an obsolete on it? You mean the book, Jeff? Uh, yeah, for the southern states only. It does have southern states obsoletes, I believe.
Jeff, the book that you want, shit, I don't know where it's at.
Also has
Um,
bank checks too. It looks like.
by Bob Kelly. It's Obsolete Notes by Bob Kelly. It's a spiral bound book. Should be able to find it on on maybe eBay. It's a big book, dude. Obsolete Notes by Bob Kelly. You know that
Ooh,
one.
the difference between North Africa and a
Well,
$10 gold. Hold on, and I will show you. I have one of each.
so
Or I should have one of each.
no, the track and price website does not have obsoletes on it. No, just national notes. You need
All right. I know it's a 20, but you'll get the idea. So here's a $10 North Africa. It's a star, solid star. It's got a yellowish seal there, but I know it's a 20, but the difference is it's more of a golden color for the printing. So this one has the blueprint of a silver cert, while the gold cert has gold printing. And then the backs are Well, the backs are the same. So that's the main difference.
Oh, Don Kelly. That's what I meant. Don Kelly. I'm sorry. Not Don, not Bob. Don Kelly. I apologize, you guys.
Yeah, not a problem.
All right. I'm gonna skip out. All right. I appreciate it, you guys. Have a good evening. I want to get my rest of stuff set up here and then I'll start my show.
All
But
right. Do me a favor, send someone in when you're starting and I'll raid you.
yeah, I will. I'll send somebody back in when I start. All right.
Sweet.
All
Cool.
right. Later, brother.
Thanks, sir.
Not a problem. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all.
Get in that Givey. 19 seconds left. We'll run more and more Givey. If you guys have any other questions, I can, I will be more than happy to answer them. Um, Actually, now, Caroline, I didn't want to interrupt anyone. So these I found on, I do have a few extras in my buy it now, but I also I've gotten them off of, um, Amazon, eBay. I bought so many from them. They actually gave me, access to their wholesaler site. It's a company called Plast X with an X. I want to say Evolution or something like that. So they sell these. This is for an entire strap. Comes with the hex keys. It's really cool. This happens to be a decommissioned ink pack, in case anyone was curious. So if you throw a battery in there, it will explode, but it has been decommissioned. This was one of the ones I wanted for my PC. Um, is the dog coming down to winter? I doubt he's going to bring his dog. I'm heading down Monday, not Monday the 5th. They're all heading down on the 6th. So I'll be there Monday night, probably late because I'm driving from North Carolina. I'm the designated driver for fun. Oh, here, I'm going to start another Gibby. Sorry. One more Gibby. Get in that Gibby. So I told them all, don't rent a car. I'll drive. I got autopilot. I'm going to let the car drive me down and we're going to get in there. Nice. I'm going to stay all week. And after I drop them all off, I'm going to head back home. Aw. You're in Virginia, right? I have got to get to a Virginia show. I'm going to make it a goal to get to a Virginia show this year, this coming year. I was supposed to go to a couple of them and kept missing them because of family issues and whatnot. Not whatnot as in whatnot, as in whatnot as in, whatnot. Oh, they do? Sweet. I'm going to have to go to that one. I went to the one in Raleigh on, I think it was June 28th. That was pretty cool. It was the day after my birthday. Had a ball. I met Pierre Frick and fangirled really hard. It was disgusting on my part. I told that story. I sat there. I'm like, "Oh my god, are you you're Pierre Frick? I have some of your stuff." And he was such a gentleman. He'll answer any question you ask him. He sat there and talked to me for like 15 minutes. I think we're planning on it. I'm going to try to, but July is a special month for my family. It's my wife's birthday month. Nice. Oh, I bet that thing is going to be huge. So I'm going to try to go to Fun in July. For that one, though, I might fly and not drive, which for me will be weird flying by myself. Oh, um, Hank, I have it listed at 2,400. I think I ran it once for 2,150. I'll run it again for 2,150 if you're interested. It's a lime green seal. It does have the surface and internal damage. You can see the damage right there, and you can see some of it like it looks like little scratch marks right there. Other than that, I have not seen a lime green seal one ever. Yeah, not a problem. But I still love it. I've only had this is my second 500 I've ever had my hands on. And of course the battleship, which is always fun. The USS New York. But again, this is what we talk about with the history and like, putting the battleships on the notes, really cool stuff. And again, I was pulling these out earlier, play money from like the 30s. This was a Depression era. This was back when the people were broke and couldn't afford anything. They went ahead and made these for the Sunday comics so people could cut them out. Oh, I bet I need to look it up. Oh, what else? I mean, that's part of the reason why I like Goldbacks too. It's like this to me is going back to the way money should have been. I mean, you can almost see the history of Florida on this note. That's why I'm so excited for Colorado and what they're going to do. I mean, you got the flamingos, you got the ships, you got the lady playing guitar, you got the old Spanish fort. So it talks about the Spanish heritage, the fact that it's a peninsula, the flamingos that everyone knows about. I know they're great. I mean, even Wyoming. I just happen to have it's South Dakota. But I mean, you got the Black Hills in the background. You got the Indian dancing, the coyotes. It's like each one of them has a story to tell. I have a ton of South Dakotas apparently. Here's the Wyoming. Same type of situation. You got the buffalo. You got what is that? Devil's Tower, sunflowers, the eagle. Nice. The $3 Arizona is cool. Like I said, I'm looking forward to the Colorado ones coming out. I cannot wait. I'm excited. 31 seconds in that give me, y'all. Get in there. And here in a couple minutes, we are going to raid Vehicle City. Any last minute questions? Any last minute requests? I can show a couple things if you guys want to bid on them. Oh, I did get more of these in. Here's the cool thing. This is 9 of 20, but check this out. I had 1 of 20. I got 20 of 20. Bam. Nice. Yeah, I got 20 of 20, 19 of 20, 12 of 20, 10 of 20, and 9 of 20. So big score. That 20 of 20. Woo! And what's really cool is they came out with so this is the just kind of a preview. This is the ode to the first responders, but they have all the different countries on there and made it limited edition. So 188 out of 220. So I thought this one was pretty cool. They did actually have it to where each one of the countries was on one, and that was limited to 7. I think I got number 3 of 7 on that one. Yeah, there were 4. They are no longer available. I sold my last one the other day of that. I'm a little sad. I was hoping to get more. I did get some more of the Betsy Ross flag ones. Nice. Yeah, these notes are fun. Like I said, I'm a big art. Yeah, I just love the artistry. Again, I go more for the artistry. I'm just a geek that way. So stuff like that. And again, my favorite one, I didn't even notice it for the longest time. I was running these and I didn't even notice the 2 Enterprises on here. Didn't notice Star Wars down there. I'm a big space nut. I wanted to be an astronaut growing up. Oh, Vehicle City's on. We're going to go give him a raid. So these are cool. All right, y'all, let's go raid Vehicle City. Get in there and go do some shopping. Yeah, some of them are great, some of them are not. Create a raid. Let's go to Vehicle City. Thank y'all. Sorry, excuse me. Whew. Go have some fun with vehicle now. Let's go.